Everywhere you look, they tell you, make money while you sleep. It sounds easy, it sounds beautiful. But here's the truth: nothing is truly passive in the beginning. Every single stream of income that works without you first requires years of work from you. The dream isn't wrong. The timeline is, because real passive income is not a shortcut, it's a structure. Passive income means earning without constant labor, not without effort. It's the money that flows when systems, assets, or people work for you. But those systems don't just appear overnight. They're built through design, delegation, and discipline. True passive income is automated activity with upfront architecture. It's the fruit of consistent work planted years before you ever see the harvest. Scroll through social media and you'll see the same promise. Earn $10,000 a month while doing nothing. They show you the beaches, the fancy cars, and the fake dashboards. But what they don't show you is the invisible truth. Every legitimate business, every real estate empire, every dividend-paying portfolio started with intense, active, strategic effort. The people selling easy passive income don't live off assets. They live off your attention. So what is the structure of real passive income? There are only three foundations that create it. First, capital-based systems. This is money that earns more money. Think dividends, interest, royalties, and rent. Second, content-based systems. This is knowledge that earns forever. This includes books, courses, software, and creative intellectual property. And third, operational systems. These are businesses that function through teams and automation, where your time is replaced by a structure. Everything else is just noise. If it doesn't fit into one of these three categories, it's not passive, it's pretend. Let's take the story of Sathi, a small cafe owner. For years, she worked from dawn until dusk, making every cup of coffee herself. But then, she started training her team, she standardized the recipes, and she built a connection to a delivery app. One morning, she stayed home sick and was worried about her business. But when she checked her accounts, she saw she had still made a profit. That is passive income. It wasn't born from escaping work, but from strategically replacing herself with the system. This same principle builds fortunes, whether you're an artist, a trader, or an investor. Passive income is like a fire. It only burns once you've built the spark and gathered the wood. Most people want the roaring flame without ever chopping the wood. You first need active effort to learn and build. Then you establish a semi-passive flow to stabilize it. Only then can you create a truly passive system that multiplies without your hand in it. Those who skip that first, active step end up chasing the dream forever, confused why the fire never lights. Many people use the idea of passive income as a way to justify avoidance. They aren't really chasing freedom. They're running from effort. But freedom without contribution soon starts to feel meaningless. The truly wealthy don't seek zero work. They seek optional work. They build empires so they can choose purpose over pressure. That's the real meaning of earn while you sleep. You work intensely for a few years so that later, your systems can work for you for decades. Let's look at the math. Here's a simple example. If you build an online course that earns you $10 per sale and it reaches 10,000 students a year, that's $100,000 without lifting a finger after it's built. If you own a rental property with $1,000 in monthly positive cash flow, that's $12,000 a year without you showing up. If you invest $200,000 in dividend stocks that yield 5%, that's $10,000 per year without selling a single share. None of this is get rich quick. It's get rich quietly. So how do you build true passive income? Start with a skill, not a shortcut. Build something that people will always value. Automate slowly. Create processes that don't depend on your daily mood or emotion. Reinvest your active income. Use your hard work to buy your freedom. And measure your freedom score. The more you earn while you're absent, the higher your autonomy. Finally, stay engaged. Passive income needs occasional upgrades, just like any engine. Freedom doesn't mean disconnecting. It means having control. Passive income is not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right things once so they can do the work for you forever. You don't buy freedom with money. You build it with systems. And once your system works while you rest, that's not luck. That's design. Thanks for watching. If this helped you see things differently, please consider liking and subscribing for more.